Hi there, French Vinyl coming out on another video, and I know it's been quite a long time since I haven't posted anything on my channel. Where I did a host two live streams when I got back from Den Bosch, but it's been a pretty busy month as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, here I am back. First of all, I'm gonna make a shout out to a new channel, Dave. His channel called M Fidelity M Fidelity. Which I got to know through Alex Beer and Vinyl's channel. So good luck, Dave. I watched a couple of videos you posted on your channel, so very good to have you on board. Good luck with with the future of your channel, and looking forward maybe to have for having exchange about your musical taste, which I see pretty eclectic. So yeah, I was very busy with some huge task last week. Something I've never done before, entering my collection in Discogs. I know, pretty bad, and yeah, it took me weeks, not days, weeks, just to sort this out. As you can imagine, going through the entire collection, which gave me also the opportunity to rediscover such stuff I haven't listened to for a while, for maybe over a year or so. And I was quite surprised, with all these categories, genres, subgenres, and so on. So just gave me the idea of showing records with which I was lucky to rediscover. I just put on the turntable over the week. As I was like updating my collection on Discogs, all those records that are fusion. Is that fusion the right term? Or not all of the records I will be showing today might or tend to fall into that category, fusion, but certainly we are talking about records where genres or influences do meet or crosses, if you see what I mean. So yeah, without further ado, let's start with the first of that batch of records that I was really happy to rediscover. I had in my collection that has more than only one, let's say, color, that are shaped from different influences. So yeah, without further ado, let's start with the first, which is this one, which is a Breakout from Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. Perfect example. This is a late 60s record. This is a soul record, white people doing soul, but with some serious rhythm and blues element, really upbeat. One of my wife's favorite record. She doesn't really like when I play some boring progressive music. So this is really like upbeat, as I say, late 60s. It has this little bit Motown-ish in a way. So yeah, really interesting. I found this record like a long time ago. The place I used to go to back in the days when I was still living in France had this one. This is an OG press, as you can see. And yeah, didn't give too much thought, and yeah, now it's really enjoyable. So this is Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels, Breakout. The next one is another album where several influences or genres are present. This is the Electric Flag, a long time coming. This is a 1968 album. Personal. You have Richie Havens, Mr. Buddy Miles, Michael Bloomfield, and yeah, it's some soul with this Motown sound away, the vocal, the singing parts. Some song really like, hey, this is like a typical Motown era. When listening to the vocal parts. And some serious blues and rhythm and blues, really interesting with some psychedelic touches, like guitar, like really psych, late 60s, not fuzz, but like blues, psych in a way. I just listened to that record like 1 hour ago, and what a good surprise. And on this album, there is a song called Another Country. And Another Country, it's very interesting. It has been covered on the next album I'm going to show you, which is this one. Yeah, there is this version quite different of my of Another Country. You know, this is the classic album, much sought after. I was about to get myself an OG copy in Den Bosch, but I forget about the price. Cost an arm and leg. So this is a reissue I got. So yeah, this is the classic album. It has jazz, funk, less soul than Electric Flag, more funk. Yeah, psychedelic as well. So psychedelic rock, jazz, and funk. Yeah, so to say. So really great one as well. Africa, Demon Fuzz. So records where several genres or influences are having a meeting, so to say. So sorry for lack of words. And the next one is another all-time classic favorite of mine. This is a Colosseum. This is their second album, Valentine Suite. It has some jazz element as well. The singer has this very soulful, distinctive voice, no question about that. Very decent brass section, really upbeat. What a great album. And it's very funny enough, I found a copy of this one earlier this year. This is the OG on Vertigo. And the next, or the same month, I found the R&80 version of this one. They made only for the North American market. Exactly the same cover, or almost the same cover. And it's called The Grass is Greener, which has almost the same songs with some discrepancies, and it's it has more classic, you know, with Ravel influence. So just for the record. But this is a truly a record where one can find several aspects, several colors, definitely, and all beautifully blended together. The next one is what we could say in French, coup de cœur. When in French you say, I have a coup de cœur for something, which can be translated as I have a heartbeat. It's more like, if you want to say, I have a soft spot for something. And I do have a soft spot for this record, VCLT sent by my friend Fred, Big Star 1000. New Delhi, if you watch his French-speaking channel, and I know some of you does. This is the Laughing Clowns '84 record, Law of Nature. I love this album. I really love this album. Every time I listen to this album, I'm about to to be more happy when it's simply beautiful. I wasn't aware about, you know, the Saints, Ed Cooper, you know, this guy, Ed Cooper, very important in Australia. He had his band called the Saints. And I know some of you guys like Sean, Vinyl Dreamscape, you like the Saints, you know, all this generation, Radio Birdman, the Saints, and he founded this band later in the 80s, which is post-punk band. And the asset on this album is the saxophone player Louis Elliott, which gives the very melancholy jazz, free jazz element. Only the song "Eternally Yours," it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and I'm not tired of listening to this one. So Laughing Clowns, Law of Nature. So yeah, post-punk. You know, this very like dark ambiance. With the sound of the saxophone, which gives something really special. So, Law of Nature, Laughing Clowns. Now, on to the next. I'm talking about a local band from Montreal or Montreal. This is a Dunai, and this is the band I gotta see like the most. Since I moved to Montreal, I saw these guys probably live 4 times, you know, in small cabaret, pop bars, summer festival, like they were playing on air, outside, outdoor. Really interesting. Dunai, this young guy, they were all, you know, they They grew up in Montreal over here, listening to probably Eminem and techno and electronic music. And then they were like, they remember their roots. You know, their parents or grandparents moved from Scotland or eastern part of Europe, and the band leader Eli used to be part of another project called the Lemon Bucket Orchestra over here, and he founded this band, which is more a dub punk, you know, with Slavic element, you know, a ska dub punk. It has some serious ska element with dub punk, with some Slavic. So he spent quite a lot of time in Hungary trying to grasp the essence of the Hungarian Balkanic music and putting brilliantly in this record with her singer from Ukraine, and beautiful. It has some crazy brass section on it. The voice of the singer, which carry you away like Cloud9. Available on Bandcamp. Dumai Dunai. Just give a try. Another record on heavily high rotation on my turntable. Nothing bad happened. Only my notebook just kissed the floor, bite the dust. Okay, this one. This is the first Ultravox album, the debut album of Ultravox, and I'm amazed. I'm amazed every time I'm listening to this record, since every song has its own, has been crafted, shaped in a very interesting, different way. It is a post-punk album, very early post-punk. It has been released in the late year of 1977, and some songs have some funky bass lines. Some other are, I Want to Be a Machine, for instance. How amazing is that song? Want to Be a Machine is clearly an homage to the atmosphere, to the world of Kraftwerk. And now you are saying, okay, Machine, Kraftwerk, it's a song with electronic instruments. And this is what the beauty is. I really like the duality of that song, since the topics covered. I want to be a machine, this dystopian stuff. You want to be a machine in the future. And they don't use electronic instruments. It's acoustic parts, like verse acoustic parts, and the chorus is played by a fiddle. So how amazing is that? It's an acoustic songs, almost acoustic songs about something like Kraftwerkian. So amazing. I Want to Be a Machine. The Beauty, the Wild, and the Damned. So overrated. So John Fox, Ultravox, first album. Brilliant. Now the next one is an album I found in Den Bosch. They were a seller guy from Paris, and I talked with this guy. He had lots of Afrobeat, reggae dub stuff, and I'm a newbie. I know nothing about. I'm not an expert by any means, and I only have stupid questions. But I'm interested to expand the scope, like little more, because I know we love to discover. And this is what this channel is all about. Not showing the. Hey, I have the latest Elton John box set. So this, not teaching. I'm not an expert by any means, but saying, hey, this is something really cool. I just discovered. Feel free to grab a piece if you want to. And this one, masterpiece, very underrated. What is that? This guy, flute player from Mali. So. With some French influence, because Mali, like Senegal, used to be a French colony, so he sings French. And he met up with some fellow member from Cuba, and it's a success. It is some crossover African music, Afrobeat. Cuba had a certain relationship more stronger with certain countries in Africa than others. So Mali is probably one of them. And it's simply beautiful. It's upbeat, brings joy in your heart. Definitely, bon cana con sus ritmos y sabor de África. I hardly Recommend. Now, something really different. This album, this is my hometown. This is Alsace, northeastern part of France, with strong Germanic influence. So we are not German, but you know, dialect, the architecture, the food is a little bit like between France and Germany. And so this is a typical, this guy, you know, started his career in the 70s, singing traditional Alsatian folk song. Alsatian folk song, that's the name of the album. And you know, in the Alsatian folk music, it's all about piano, accordion. You know, lots of songs are about that. And in this album, what a surprise, to everyone's surprise, there is a song called Stombe. He sings in Alsatian, but the music is truly an homage to the Irish folk. Really interesting. The rest is purely Alsatian music, no surprise. But Stombe or Stombe, I don't know what it means. I can speak a little bit of Alsatian, but don't know what it's Stombe. Probably fall onto something, means, whatever. Didn't work enough for today's video, but I really like this one. And one of the other aspects that records do travel, I found this copy not in Alsace, over here in Montreal. So just to say that music has no boundaries. So, and yeah, some Brittany, Irish, Celtic folk, which is a perfect transition, since the next one is the classic Alan Stivell Olympia 72 concert he made back in the days. Very important concert. Beyond the musical aspect, you got to remember May 68, you know, this event. Rolling Stones, they wrote a song called Street Fighting Men about that, because they witnessed what happens in Paris, you know, the student riot, you know, and everyone was in how do you say grève in English? They stopped working for a month, which hasn't changed, you know, it's still the same in France. But it was very important, and that time in the 68, students, you know, they just wanted to get rid of the old generation of 19th century politicians' culture. They wanted to say, hey, now it's the 60s, we have to carry on, you know. It has like a little bit like the counterculture in the US, even though in the US was a little bit more like against the Vietnam War, France and other context. So yeah, definitely. But they were like slogan, you know. We still remember what they were like claiming, you know, like they were like they were creating some banner, you know, in the streets, like free the speech. And free the speech was something like really important, because after students in May 68 in France, it was like a free the speech. You had like Brittany or Alsace, and they say, hey, we free the speech, so now we have our own culture, our own dialect. So this is probably one of the consequences when this guy Alan Stivell played in Paris with and singing in the Britain dialect. People already established in Paris from Breton ancestry rediscovered their own culture, and was like, hey, I'm proud to be Breton, I'm proud to have my own dialect, my own language. So in this album it has Breton traditional folk songs, but Irish as well, and purely rock songs played by, you know, Dan Arbras. He later made a solo career as well, also Brittany, but it was like really rock. Really rock on this one. So the classic live album, 72 Olympia. What a great. And finishing off with one of my all-time favorite rock album, a French band, perfect crossover. Variation or variations. Nador. Nador is a city in Morocco. Why? These guys are Jewish Moroccan, so they were all born, they grew up there. They accept this guy, Petit Pois. He's a truly Titi Parisien, Parisian guy. They formed in Paris, and it's blues, you know, it's hard rock, it's a proto metal, 69 blues, certain stuff, and it has Nador, you know, with Darbuka, the classical Moroccan music. So they put Oriental elements 5 years before Led Zeppelin did. How about that? So truly one of my favorite albums. So yeah, so this is all my, the selection of the week. Albums where lots of, lots of elements blended together, creating some great stuff. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next chapter. Bye-bye.